Welcome to Darzzr on Crater City. Now, we're back here and not a lot has changed. In fact, nothing has changed since my last video because I'm just going to start doing something. Let's get rid of some of these sandstone slabs first of all. I don't know why I have so many of them. What was I doing with sandstone slabs? I don't know. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on this plane that I was talking about before. This is a mess, isn't it? The obvious thing to make the plane out of, because I think it should be something dark, if this is stealthy. Stealth, this is the thing, isn't it? It needs to be dark, I think. But I don't want to go back into the nether and get tons more nether brick, or even just loads of netherrack, because I've done that before and I don't know. Let me have a quick look. I might have some lying about, but I don't. If I've got a couple of stacks, then I'll go ahead and use that. But anyway, what's been happening? Out in the real world, of course, there's been rain and floods in various parts of the UK, including quite near where I am. But I am okay. There have been some leaks. We did actually have to get the repair guys in to fix a leak today. Fortunately, it was a relatively sunny day today. Still cold, but you know, at least it wasn't raining. And I went out for a wander today, and did a little bit of shopping for essentials. But I was actually trying something that I didn't mean to try it, but it just popped up, and I thought I'll give it a go. No, nothing in there. It's the Inception app. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. It's really freaky. Just put it on while you're wandering around. It makes the world seem very odd indeed. It also tends to give me a headache after a while, but I almost think that's a fair price considering how surreal it is. I'm going to look in the big sort of jukebox building now, because that's what I kind of think of it as. It's kind of like a jukebox. That from the above looks like a musical note. So yeah, we've got a music themed Area 51 here. Let me just have a look inside here, because I know I really should sort out my storage. And let's see, what have you been doing in here? Let me have a look. Some nether brick. Any up there? Oh, there's some more. I don't know, is that enough? I suppose I could look back at the house. I'm pretty sure I've got some at the house. Have I got any ender balls? No. No, I haven't. And, yeah, I just thought I'd drown myself. What's that up there? Oh, that's my radar dish. I was thinking for a minute that maybe Lying had been up here again and built something else in the sky. I just saw that underwater. Right. I'm going to show you how to do this, chicken. Watch. There you go. I can jump over a one block gap. That's something that no animal can do. Right. I don't think they can anyway. Probably suddenly think of something that can do that. Right. Let's see. I'll plot out where I think this thing needs to go. Now down here, this is the sort of plant room that I still haven't built, and yeah, maybe I was thinking maybe I could do that instead, but no, I said I would make this plane. So let's plot out the plane, and I think we'll have the sort of centre along here. Give me some idea of, because I wanted it to come really down to where the tracks are, more or less. I think that's probably close enough. Now how much did I use there? Quite a lot. I suppose I could use other stuff as well, but I feel like, you know, I do need more netherrack. Okay, let me go netherrack. Well, actually I might need more netherrack if I make the nether brick out of netherrack. So yeah, apparently sometime in the next 10 days I'm losing phone connection for a while they upgrade it, which is a disturbing thing. You know, they don't tell you which day it's going to be, only that I'm going to lose the phone for about, and therefore of course my net connection as well, for 6 to 8 hours, which means I'm going to have to notify work about that somehow. with zero. Well, actually, no. I think they're going to call in advance when it happens. But it just seemed to me such a typical thing, just to say, oh, we're just going to do this. Someday, you're just going to lose connection for 6 to 8 hours. Nothing you can do about it. Thanks to be of service. I don't know. I know why, companies don't give exact times. It's because it's reliant on previous work and so on, but at the same time it's really annoying. Time was when you'd get an exact appointment time for one of these things. And, we customers, we don't seem to be the consideration anymore, do we? I seem to have fallen into a grave. Okay. Was that that might be my fault, actually. Is that entrance to a cave? No, I was just thinking it might be a creeper hole that I've opened up, because I do tend to just... When creepers go off, I either leave the craters, or I just put one layer of dirt over the top. See, I've been through here plenty of times, lots of craters. But it's Crater City. It's against the city laws, really, isn't it, to fill in craters. Now, let's see. You may wonder, by the way, why I don't actually use the rail line between Area 51 and my house, since there is a station somewhere that's there, actually. The trouble is, the main station, that station doesn't go direct to Area 51, it simply goes to the main station, which is over there somewhere. And Area 51 being over there, it actually takes less time to walk it than it does to use the rail. Yeah, that closed. Right, let's see if there's any nether brick. Where are you? Nether stuff is up here. We've got... Yeah, I'll go with that. I think we've got enough. I'll take some nether fences as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And we could do with some ender pearls. What else am I carrying that I don't need? I'll get rid of the dirt. My dirt collection. Right. We'll take some ender balls. And some more ender balls. Because it's silly me always walking the long way around. You know what we didn't build on here? We didn't build ender golf. We should have... We were going to say we were going to do that on the second map as well. We never did that. We should probably do that here. I remember Vexy was quite good at coming up with designs for ender golf holes. Hey! Let's make our way in. Oh no! Am I dead? You know what that was? It was a mouse panic, because not like my old mouse where it used to be the scroll wheel that would turn around at awkward times. I have the layout on my desk where the mouse is just positioned relative to the keyboard, that the mouse button can get caught under the edge of the keyboard, and it did that just then. And I'm kind of in an awkward position really if I want to get down. I suppose I could do it this way. Let's do it. You can kind of see the musical note actually. It's the wrong way up, but well, they can go either way, can't they? Right, we will see what we can do. I could so easily die doing this, but I really want to try to jump onto that pylon. Can I do it? No! Ah! Alright. Let's get some more ender balls. Oh, there you go. Dramatic. At least it's daytime. Although the sun is going down. Let's get out as quick as we can before I get killed by mobs. Right. Well, you know, Area 51 is a dangerous place because of the experimental technology that's there, and the fact that I do tend to jump from things without due care and attention. Let's move on. But yeah, that's always a good start. I think it's worth just falling off something when you're starting a new building project, just to get everything started. What else have we got? Now, what have I got that I didn't have before? Oh, I've got those ender balls, haven't I? I'll tell you what, I'm going to get rid of those extra torches. Yeah, they're cheap. I don't like to get rid of anything, though, truth be told. Take some fish. I always feel, you know, even though torches, you know, they're entirely renewable now, aren't they? Because you can get coal from the wither skellies, although it's not as much as you used to be able to. And I don't know, it just feels like a waste. Always feels like a waste. So, this plane, I think we need to leave it like that. I think that's the plane. This is the secret design for the plane. It's just a massive floating javelin, and it balances on fire. That's the secret. There we go. In some ways, I always think, should I have planned this out in advance? And later on I'll be thinking to myself, yes, I should have planned it out in advance. Oh. See, I didn't sort out my loadout. You didn't tell me to sort out my loadout, even though you knew that I'd got it wrong. In fact, which one have I got there? Oh, that's the fortune one. That's it. So we... That'll do. That's pretty much it. I know my loadout is kind of non-standard, but I've always, ever since the early days of my Minecraft exploits, I have always used that particular approach. Yeah. I'm going to need more steps, aren't I? Right now. Which is a shame. I might end up making it partially out of dark wood as well, because, you know, that's easier to get hold of. I've got some trees outside that I can use. So I'm putting the top on the fuselage now, sort of, if I can manage to do it. I'm going to start by putting it on top of this torch, like that. And it occurs to me that this does look a bit like a flying poo, so nobody call it that. Nobody call it that, because I don't think the management at Area 51 would be too pleased. Although maybe that was their inspiration, because, you know, there's always the moment of inspiration, isn't there? From somewhere, somebody always must be the first one to think, I know what I'd like to see flying through the sky. Now, I know we're off-centre here, actually. In some ways it would have been handier to start one block over, but we can always say there's a... In fact, it would have been especially since there's that... there's those steps going up there. But we'll live with it. I'm not going to move it. I could do, it wouldn't be that hard, but I'm just not going to. We have to think about lighting, and what I'm thinking of is... Well, that's interesting. I was going to put some glowstone along here, but that's not going to work. That's just going to be too obvious, too obtrusive. Looking at this again, I'm not happy with this fuselage being just one sort of tube. It shouldn't look like that. It needs a cockpit for one thing, and we've got plenty. We actually have enough nether brick to make this a little bit better, and in doing that I want to be able to incorporate some lighting in, because I think it's reasonable to expect there would be some degree of lighting even in the static model, if we can call it that. Now, cockpit is going to be stained blue glass, and it's going to go here, and we will definitely need to put some glowstone in behind it because I think we want... now that's a thought, he says. Got some solid blocks here. We could put some stained glass in. I mean, I don't want it to look like a jetliner with lots of little passenger windows on the side. But then again, if we put in... What's that look? It's not bad. And I can put in some glowstone behind there. I was thinking it would make it more interesting form of light than just having glowstone on the outside, or torches. I know that I tend to use torches for lighting all the time because it's just for me it's like visual punctuation. I just don't see it. They're just generic lights. I don't actually notice their torches. It's only occasionally I step back from a build and I think, why did I put all those torches all over the place? Why didn't I come up with better lighting? I remember doing that on the cruise ship. Oh, we've got some glass there. That's how it looks with glowstone, and it looks terrible. So I'm going to go and get some pumpkins. I don't know where there are any pumpkins. I mean, I could just get them from the town. I'm just going to have a quick scout around, see if there's any wild ones nearby. Oh, just to point out to you over there, you see that area of land there with the top flattened off there? That was that really ugly mountain that I asked Valeron to take down, and eventually he did it. It took him a while, but he did do it. So credit to Valeron there, landscape architect. Now, I've got some pumpkins, and I'm just going to set up a little pumpkin farm, an impromptu one, around here, because it is unused, and I may as well... It's ideal growing spot for pumpkins. I think you will agree. I think this is a great place to do it. So we'll have a little pumpkin glade around here, and then I will get on and we'll start trying out some ideas with the plane. So I've got to say, just walking in here, look at that. Now that looks like the front of a fighter plane, as far as I'm concerned. We could maybe do with an extra bit of glass, but that's definitely coming along well. So we'll get up there and see what this looks like. I'm still in two minds about that glowstone. You know, on one hand it does look a bit rubbish, but on the other hand, I don't know. I've got a fortune pick, as we established earlier, so let's take that out and put that in. Now how's that look? That looks better. That looks more like an interior. I'm going to go with that. So we need to continue now with the rest of the plane, and I am well aware that my pumpkin glade, because I only actually saved one pumpkin to try this out with, the rest I turned into seeds. It occurs to me that of course I've built it far too far away from a hangar, so it won't actually grow while I'm working on this. But it works fine for a test run, and I'll obviously open up the plane again when I come to sort out the lighting permanently. Now, yeah, we go with that. I also need to sort out some kind of landing gear. It has suddenly occurred to me, because we can't just have it floating mid-air, even though this is Area 51. And there's precious few things that look like wheels. I wonder what we can use. I have been joined by a man in black who seems to be rather annoyed. There he is. I think he is actually trying to kill me. Let's see. He's not going to do very well. Oh, there he is. Clearly he's not that keen on my... I hope he doesn't push those carts, because those are a pain. And excuse me, sir, where did you get that sand? You didn't get that from one of the pillars outside, did you? I think you might have done. Okay, so this gives us an idea of the shape, and make sure I don't knock my head off with the wing there. I'm never totally keen on the... No, not too keen on the tail, but the trouble is it's hard to make something thin enough. And I've cut back the ladder slightly so that you can get up here. But I think it looks quite sleek, actually. I think that's quite a good sort of experimental piece of kit. It is, of course, one colour. I'll have to think about what to do about that, and there is still the question of the pumpkins inside, and there's the question of the landing gear. But at the same time, I think that works quite well. So the question is what to call it. So if anybody's got an idea of what the designation for this thing can be, or what I can use for wheels, do let me know. But I think for now, thanks very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you going to say anything? Thank you. See you next time.